Robert Williams, you brought him off the bench. He only played 13 minutes. What was the reasoning there? Was that something where it was an injury-related thing, or was that a matchup thing? Or
No reason.
What was there? Was it a matchup thing?
No.
He never comes off the bench. He never.
It's not true.
Well, since he got off his minutes restriction, he has not come off the bench.
Yes.
So what was the purpose of the change?
So like Megan.
Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report here at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. A thriller, maybe the best game the Celtics have played all year, especially considering the circumstances. No Jason Tatum, no Jaylen Brown, no Al Horford, no Marcus Smart. As the Celtics start this game with Blake Griffin, Grant Williams, Mike Muscala making his first start with the Celtics, and then Derek White and Malcolm Brogdon logging heavy minutes, but Sam Hauser getting the start in that 2 spot. So that leaves Brogdon with Robert Williams coming off the bench. We'll get to Rob in just a minute. But the Celtics played incredible. First half only lost their lead 6 times, 6 possessions rather, throughout that first half. Going to halftime, lose their lead on an 0-for-8 stretch there, drought, but finish this game 17 for 50 from 3. Lean on that 3-point shot early to build the lead. Mike Muscala scores 10 points in the first 5 minutes. Up and down third quarter, leads into the fourth where the Bucks shot ahead. But Sam Hauser with a big putback, pair of stops inside with defensive rebounds, and then the game-tying 3-pointer after Brogdon pulled them within 1 on a dunk down 3, where the Bucks were playing prevent from 3. Hauser goes the length of the floor and fires a quick shot, needed to, so the Bucks couldn't foul there, and nails it. Just a gutsy shot from Hauser, who had an incredible game in his own right. I believe finished with 16 in this one. 9 rebounds, pair of assists. He was everywhere throughout this game. And a closer, plays 49 minutes. Just massive minutes across the board for these players who weren't used to it. Grant Williams entered this one questionable, as did Robert Williams. Grant logs a long night into overtime. Celtics build a 5-point lead on another phenomenal Derek White performance. 12 assists from him tonight. He hits a pair early in overtime. Celtics go ahead 5. Bucks work their way back. Giannis, Holiday at the free throw line, put themselves in position to blow up a few plays late. Holiday forces a costly turnover on White, goes out and dunks. Brogdon forced a controversial pair of free throws that sent this crowd into a frenzy. Bucks didn't have their challenge. Budenholzer challenged an early offensive foul on Giannis. So Brogdon goes to the line and hits both. Holiday hits a huge 3. And the Celtics go to try to tie it late and end up losing control of the play. White gets rushed, dumps it off to Grant. Grant tries to dribble, loses control of the ball. Clear path foul gets called. The Bucks run away with this one. 40 points from Holiday, the main reason. Plus 19 performance from Chris Middleton off the bench. He went at Peyton Pritchard in those minutes. I'd say Robert Williams struggles off the bench, played a role as well. But Mazzulla, who almost left this game before any reporters, other than Abby Chin, could ask him a question. He darted down the hallway as we arrived at the press room. Ended up turning around to take some questions in the hallway. Didn't really answer why Rob played a limited role off the bench. 3 possessions in the second quarter, 4 minutes in the first half. And I think he finished with about 13 in this game. A small role, struggled to take advantage of mismatches on that second unit. And honestly, from my view, I think that's why he didn't play as much. Nothing physical. Joe said he felt like it, and I'd have to say it was strategic because he couldn't take advantage against mismatches in the paint. Wouldn't go up with the ball, continue to pass it out. More troubling takeaways on the Robert Williams front in this one. Not many answers from Mazzulla, though he did say he should have called timeout on that last possession. Derek Grant said it wasn't on Joe in that spot to bail them out, though that's how the head coach came away from this one feeling. A frustrating night for Mazzulla, who did end up taking questions from us. So it was so frustrated that he left that initial presser after about 2 minutes before leaving the arena. Hauser, White all gave their reactions. Brogdon optimistic about some of the efforts they got from guys lower on the bench. We'll talk about Mike Muscala and his efforts in the next video and how he's potentially going to play into this front court heading into the All-Star break. But costly decisions down the stretch. Injury to Grant Williams that he didn't let on much about tonight. Saying that he's struggling to move that right arm, bend that right arm. Still hits 2 of 4 from 3 and logs impressive minutes while injured. Said he needs to tough it out and play through it. Didn't want to give the full details of what that injury is, and said he hopes that it's going to be able to heal into the All-Star break. So an eventful night here in Milwaukee. Many Celtics absent for this one. Grant Williams, Hauser, Brogdon, White play massive minutes, 40-plus into overtime, and the Celtics almost steal this one, but falls short on late-game execution. A costly pair of turnovers from Derek White and Grant Williams cost the Celtics this game, as did a pair of late makes from Drew Holiday. 131 to 125 is the final score. Celtics and Bucks deadlock now in the season series. But did the Celtics see enough from their depth to make you think that they're going to have the upper hand in this series? We'll talk about that next. For now, 131-125, as I said, the final. Bucks win, move within a half game of first, and the Celtics play one more game before the All-Star break tomorrow against the Pistons. We'll preview that, as well as take a look at Muscala's performance from tonight. Some of the optimistic trends from this game after a tough loss for this team here in Milwaukee. We're brought to you by HelloFresh. Head over to HelloFresh.com/garden and get 65% off your first meal over there. Free shipping included as well. Athletic Greens, big shout out to them. athleticgreens.com/garden. 5 free travel packs, as well as a year's supply over there. And BetterHelp. Love BetterHelp. Great tool for you to be able to go and get some therapy on your phone, connect with therapists, a licensed therapist. You can head over there and get a discount by heading to betterhelp.com/garden. That's betterhelp.com/garden. I'm Bobby Manning here from Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. We'll see you in our next video on Celtics All Access, and subscribe to CLNS Media for more reaction from this game.